Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. From the moment Ned Porteous stepped onto the Emmerdale set, portraying the enigmatic and tormented Joe Tate, viewers knew they were witnessing something truly special. With every furrowed brow and haunted glance, Ned brought to life a character who was both layered and deeply misunderstood. But what truly made Joe Tate unforgettable was not just his complex backstory, but the raw vulnerability that Ned dared to expose underneath the millionaire facade. His performance resonated with audiences who saw more than a ruthless businessman. They saw a broken man fighting ghosts of the past, trying to reclaim something lost. And when Joe's story came to a shocking and heart-wrenching end, fans were left stunned, not just because the character was gone, but because it felt like a premature goodbye to an actor who had so much more to give. So where has Ned Porteous been since then? What happened after he vanished from our screens? And why does his journey continue to strike such a deep emotional chord with those who followed him? In today's emotional and dramatic episode, we take you on a journey through the rise, fall, and quiet resurgence of Ned Porteous. His portrayal of Joe Tate remains one of the most memorable arcs in modern soap history. A character torn between love and vengeance, haunted by the weight of his family name, and ultimately consumed by the very world he tried to manipulate. Joe's supposed death wasn't just a plot twist. It was a heartbreak. It felt real. It felt personal. Viewers cried, questioned, and clung to hope that maybe, just maybe, Joe had survived. But as the seasons rolled on without any real resolution, many began to realize the true tragedy was not just Joe's fate, but the absence of Ned Porteous from their screens. What followed for Ned was a surprisingly quiet period. He stepped away from the limelight, leaving fans to speculate endlessly about his next move. Some feared he had given up acting entirely. Others believed he was preparing for something big, something transformative. And in many ways, both were true. Ned didn't disappear. He was healing, rediscovering his voice, and realigning with his passion on his own terms. While the world continued to turn, Ned went inwards, embracing personal growth, protecting his mental space, and ultimately reminding everyone that even the brightest stars need to dim sometimes before they shine anew. But this story isn't just about reflection. It's also about redemption and return. Because while many actors might let a soap exit define or diminish them, Ned Porteous did the opposite. He took that raw emotion and carried it with him, eventually stepping back into acting with a quiet yet powerful resurgence. He returned to the screen in roles that may not have made as many headlines, but they showcased an actor more mature, more controlled, and more intentional. And to those paying attention, it was clear. Ned had evolved. His performances carried the weight of someone who had lived through personal storms and emerged more grounded. Off-screen, Ned's life has also taken beautiful turns, from sharing glimpses of his travels to his soulful appreciation for nature and art. He's shown fans that fame doesn't have to consume you, that you can be an artist and still live authentically, slowly, intentionally. His Instagram, while not overflowing with posts, offers rare and poetic insights into a man who values privacy and peace over paparazzi and performance. It's a reminder that the best stories are not always those told on TV, but the ones unfolding quietly behind the scenes. And as we reflect on his time as Joe Tate, it's impossible not to wonder, could he return? Could Emmerdale revive the legacy of Joe? Perhaps in a twist no one saw coming. Fans continue to hold on to that hope, because in the world of soap operas, death is rarely final. And in the hearts of Emmerdale lovers, Joe Tate never really left. His memory lingers in every scene at home farm, in every whispered mention of the Tate legacy. And should Ned ever return, it wouldn't just be a cameo. It would be a resurrection. Today, we honor Ned Porteous, not just as an actor, but as a symbol of resilience. His journey reminds us that even when the spotlight fades, the flame within can still burn bright, that stepping away is sometimes the bravest move, and that reinvention is not only possible, it's powerful. So to all the fans still longing for Joe Tate's return, still mourning the heartbreak of his departure, know this: his story lives on through your memories, your passion, your voices. And as long as we remember, as long as we hope, then Joe and Ned are never truly gone.